Hey guys, coming at you today with not a plan with me. I went to Michael's yesterday and picked up one of the new planners. So I figured I would kind of do a little run through on it, even though there's a ton out already. And then also the inserts that I got. My phone's probably just going crazy right now. Don't mind it. So I guess we'll just get into it. I chose the striped, like gold and white striped one. I was debating between that and the cream. At some point I'll do a video about my different planners and what I'm using them for, because this is now my third planner. And I just started in December, so I mean, like, I know a lot of you have like 8 planners and it's insane, but I have 3 right now, and I'm probably gonna order a plum planner as well. So if you want to see how I use my planners, I won't be able to like go on the inside of stuff a lot just because of client details, but I can like lay out a spread before putting any details in on each planner, so to show you kind of how I organize my life, or how I'm trying to organize my life. Up until this point I was like a one planner kind of lady, but with all the new stuff coming out, I needed an excuse, guys, come on, just let it happen. Anyway, so, but this one's gonna be a wedding planner. So I have a different wedding planner that is like a big giant purple binder, like 3-ring binder. And I've used it like once, because there's no frickin' way I'm taking that with me. So I live in Ottawa, and my wedding is gonna be near the Peterborough area, so it's about a 3-hour drive. So I only do stuff there when I go there on the weekend. And I'm not about to drag all around this giant 3-ring binder when I go meet vendors and things. So I thought if I got this, it would kind of help a little bit. And then I was gonna get the wedding planner insert, and yeah, and go from there. So just a quick look at the binder. From my understanding, it looks like a KKK. Like someone put it against a KKK and it looked like almost the same, to be honest. Obviously KKK is probably leather. I don't really know anything about it, I'm sorry. So I won't really try comparisons. I just know they put it side by side and they really look similar. Comes in a lot of colors. There was this stripe, there's gold, there was blue, there's mint, there's light purple, and there was black, and there was like, there was 2 kinds of like almost mint. One was like mint and one was like kind of a bluish mint, I think. And like that cream and white. I wanted to get one that kind of matched my, well, because it's for wedding planning, so, and my colors are gonna be like a plummy purple, maybe violet, not sure if it's gonna, which one, and then like a warm kind of champagne-y colors, just like a neutral to throw around the place. And then the flowers are gonna be like deep reds and kind of like rusty oranges and stuff, because it's a fall theme. There's also gonna be pumpkins around. And I thought I was gonna do gold as kind of like an accent, but because it's fall themed, we're actually also doing stuff with maple syrup, so now we might have maple syrup buckets. So now I might have silver stuff and gold stuff. I don't have any gold stuff purchased yet though, so I might ditch gold altogether. But anyway, that's why it's gold, because I was gonna try and keep it with the theme, and they didn't have a purple of the right color. And I thought about maybe getting the cream one because it was a little sparkly, but I decided against it. And then at some point, once I get going with vinyl, I'm gonna put some vinyl on the cover. With like my wedding date kind of thing and our names. So anyway, let's get into the actual planner. So inside there's kind of like a little bit of a wallet thing and spot to put documents. If I'm being really weird with my hands, it's because I just painted them. And this stupid cardboard thing that needs to get ripped off. A couple of spots for like cards, and then like another slot here. So, like, I guess I could keep it as a wallet if I wanted to, but sorry, it's not, I don't know, personally I can't, use these, like, little planners full time. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me. So, yeah, I wasn't really prepared, apparently, because I didn't cut this guy off. Come on. This is dangerous. You should never use X-Acto blades to cut things, but, you know, whatever. We're just doing it. We're doing it. So you've probably seen these. Comes with 3 dividers. One's make great things happen. And the next one is just gold stripes, and then the third one is Believes the Very Best, and it comes with like 40 pages. So it's mostly just to-dos and then graph paper, and then I think there's line paper. So that's always useful. And then the back, there's another slot, so you could probably put in, like if you have, let's see if this will fit. There's no way this will fit. But if you had like a notepad kind of thing that you could slip the back into it, you could do that. There's probably ones that are actually designed to fit this kind of thing. But I don't really have any personal planner stuff, so you know what? That's how it goes. Anyway, but you could slip something in there if you wanted to. There's also this kind of, there's also one here, which is good for wedding planning because, you know, you're always getting like little sheets of paper and stuff like that. So those kind of things you could slip in there until you get to your big binder. So really, I'm going to fill out my big binder finally. And then I'm going to keep details in here that are like important when I'm going to see vendors and stuff. And then when I'm on the go, I can just throw in quick notes. I'm going to keep a lot of like note pages so I can draw out like floor plans or sketch out notes or table center ideas. I don't really know. And then to-do list is really good because then I can kind of figure out all the stuff I need to do because, yeah. Anyway, so I heard from someone else that you can only really fit 2 other inserts in here. So that being said, I just bought 2 inserts, which I'm now realizing I probably could have done without the one. I bought the wedding planner one and the journal one. I kind of decided I was doing all this before I really had time to look through the wedding planning one. But let's look for the journal one first. So they're all kind of like, they're all different colors. I just happened to get 2 of them that were white with gold, but they all have gold. But then they have like different colors for all the different inserts that you can get. And I've heard you can take these apart. I don't know, they must just like rip it or cut it. So I haven't done that yet. But inside, pretty colorful. Enjoy the journey. And then date. This is the journal one, right? So it's date and there's spots to write, and then they've got what I am grateful for today and what I learned today at the bottom. So that's kind of cute if you're using it as a journal. This will probably just be for extra sketching, like extra note taking for me. And let's just see, because I know there was a couple of, yeah, like divider areas. So there's a collect memories, not things. That one is really speaks to my heart because I collect too many things. And same kind of deal, but now it's polka dots at the top. And then live a great story, and it's back to different lines. Okay, so now that I'm kind of looking at it, don't know how useful it's going to be for what I'm doing, but whatever. The inserts are $9.99, and the planner itself was, I think, $30, but I had 40% off coupon, which I think went towards that. So the journal one's pretty straightforward, mostly just extra paper and lines, so I'll probably just keep it in case I run out of this stuff. I doubt I will. I still have like a year and a few months left to plan, so I have lots of time to sketch up and write on stuff. And then, so this is the wedding planner one, and I haven't seen a lot of YouTube videos of this, so that's why I wanted to do this one, is really to show people what's in this, because to be honest, I'm not really thrilled with it. And I'll show you and tell you why. So it says plan your work and work your plan. Cool beans. Event overview, info, time, date, location, budget, which, anyway. And then there's guest info, invited, RSVP, attending, and declined. So that won't get filled in until like 2 months before or less. And then they've got a little thing of notes here. I'm not really sure what you would put here. I guess you could put which vendors are doing what and their phone number. Might be a good spot. I was gonna do like a full like name thing. And then this is where I don't understand what the point was. It's a food list. That's fine, but it's just weird because there's so many pages of it. Actually, no, there's not. There's not. But like, I don't know. I guess my wedding is only gonna be about 75 people. So like the food's gonna go to like here, and then it's done. So I've got these like extra pages of lists of stuff. You know what I mean? So. But I guess I should write everything down. And like, my venue is the one that's actually doing our food as well. Like, it's all kind of built into the cost. So I'm not really sure if this whole section is useful to me at all. But whatever. I just wanted to get it anyway, so you guys can see this and see if it's useful for you. And then there's to-do list, so it says the priority, the task to do, and whether it's done. This is gonna be important for me because I need to start like writing out all the stupid little things because I don't really know what all the stupid little things are. And I just don't get anything done until it's on a list. So I'm glad that there's quite a few pages for this. Probably more than you need. I don't know how many little to-dos you have for a wedding, but anyway, it probably depends on the size of your wedding too and how much decor you're doing. Then there's a budget. My budget has been pretty fluid because like a lot of people, I didn't know how much stuff would cost. So I made a budget in the beginning, and because I didn't have a set amount that it was like, hey, I can't afford anything more than this other than like getting crazy. So I just kind of said, well, let's just see what prices are, and then I've kind of been adjusting as I go. But now it's like every time I talk to a new vendor, I have to adjust it because things cost more than I think. So be prepared for that. So I probably won't write things in here that much. But what I will do is when I'm planning on going shopping for like little trinkety things for decor and stuff like that, I'm gonna write that stuff in here, I think. Like maybe one page will be like decor stuff and one page will be like bigger ticket items. I'm not really gonna put the vendor costs in here because I have an actual Excel spreadsheet that has all of it. But this is where I can kind of break down some of those ones so that I know. I mean, I don't know. So there's quite a few pages of that as well, like, which I don't know, like, are you breaking things down per flower or what? Like, I don't understand why there's so many, but maybe there's probably a wedding planner out there somewhere that's like, girl, you crazy, you don't even know yet. You don't even know yet. All right, it cut off. Stupid camera. I think we were at the guest list, right? Because we were talking budget, that was crazy. But guest list, I need to get everyone's addresses and stuff, so I guess it's kind of good that I have this. But yeah, so there's a lot of pages for that. Basically, this is where it gets kind of disappointing because the rest of the book is just guest list. So that's it. So for the wedding planner, that is it. They didn't have venue information contacts. They didn't have who's in their party. They didn't have any of that kind of stuff. So it's really not a wedding planner. I mean, obviously, like, how can you get a wedding planner this tiny? But just in case you were thinking about it, hopefully this review will be helpful to you. So what I'm basically doing is, like I said, this is going to be the smaller planner. It's more for when I go to vendors and things. So I will put the guest list in there just because then I can start collecting people's addresses and emails. And that way if I'm on the go and I'm meeting one of my friends, I can say, oh, wait, you need to write your address down right now. And I have it with me in my purse. But I'm going to use the planner and then with in between the journal and the extra pages. So I'm going to keep the graph paper for sketching things like floor plans. So like the layout of the room kind of thing. And that's pretty much it because the rest I can picture in my head. There's extra to-do lists. I don't know if I'll need them or not because it does have quite a few to-do ones in here, but at least I have extra ones if need be. And then all the line paper in the journal. So like when you're talking with family and stuff, in case you just got engaged, congratulations. But for me personally, I talk a lot with my family about ideas, specifically my mom because she's obsessed. So basically, the only time I actually do wedding planning is when I go home to see my mom because she does not stop talking about it. So I started to like jot things down in my planner, in my other planner, but really it should be in a wedding planner. So like one of these sections is going to be like all the stuff from this is going to be like one of these dividers. And then another divider is just going to be like blank notes for writing. And then the other divider will probably be the graph paper for doing drawings and like sketches and plans. And then if I have like color swatches, I might tape them on those ones kind of thing. Or I can like stuff them in here. I do have one small fabric swatch right now, but that's really it. At least to bring home and have it kind of on hand in case it comes up with a vendor. But one thing that I definitely want to make sure that I do is when I'm gonna like take this one apart, I'm gonna watch, someone did a video somewhere of how to do that. I'm assuming it's just like either tearing it or cutting it, or just cutting this whole piece off, which should be fairly straightforward. Then I'm going to take like the lined paper somewhere or something and create my own pages for vendor contacts. Or I'll turn one of these into vendor contacts or something like that. Just so I have them when I'm on the go, if I'm in like the Peterborough area and I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe I should try to meet so-and-so or whatever. So, and then that way I can kind of move things around, because for me, food is not the first thing I'm getting to when I go to the event overview. Like there's the event overview and then it's food, which to me is not as important because it's being done by because everything is being done by my venue, like the cake and the food is being done by them. I don't really have to worry as much. I pretty much just tell them what I want to have and it's dealt with. So this will probably get moved to like the very back. The to-do list will be in the front, and then kind of the guest list will be in between, and then the budget I will keep probably even outside of that one altogether, just for quick writing. Like if I'm at Michael's and I see something decor-wise and I purchase it, then I should try and write it down right away, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Like I bought something yesterday when I went to Michael's for the wedding and I already forgot to go write it down. So, so yeah, that's really it. So kind of disappointed with the wedding planner, but if you really wanted to do like, I mean, you could get other inserts done pretty easily, or just do what I do where you're taking the wedding planner and then supplementing it with other papers and making your own kind of like inserts, not really from those. Just making sure you have what you need to be able to write down stuff. So that's really it. I haven't even like tested this guy out yet, but just wanted to make sure that he actually would open and close. And that's really it. I mean, I really like the size of it in terms of being able to bring it around and collect stuff for the wedding planning and write down notes easily, because all my other notebooks are fairly, like they're basically planner size. They're pretty large. So I'm bringing those around. They're getting like ruined on the edges. Or I'm bringing my planner and then I have to explain why my planner looks insane covered in stickers because people don't understand. Anyway, so that's really it. If you do want to see how I have all my planners set up, then let me know and I'll make a video in a few weeks once it's really all settled. I haven't ordered a plum paper planner yet, but it is kind of the plan. It's kind of the next step in my planner journey, is to have one as well for that. It's just kind of justifying whether I actually need it or not. I think I was going to do a fitness one. So that might be the plum planner, might be like separate for fitness. I was going to do fitness and wedding planning in the same one, since I'm kind of trying to lose weight for the wedding. But since you could only really fit 2 other inserts in here before it got crazy, and the fact that the wedding one just like was not everything I needed, we didn't do that. And I thought it would be a little crazy because I'd have to keep pulling this one out every single day, whereas if I just have one here at home, sitting here, fitness journal, whatever. But actually, if I'm on the go, I probably want to write down food, so maybe I should do that in here somewhere as well, just to have like a page that if I eat something, if I want to track calories, then write that all down. Anyway, this was really long and rambly, so hopefully it was useful to you. But definitely consider the wedding. If you just got engaged and you're looking at buying a wedding planner, this is not it. Okay? This is not it, in my opinion. Just because it's not what you need. You will need a month-to-month calendar ideally. You could just do months, like you don't have to do the weekly spreads kind of things, but you're gonna want a calendar to write things down because you need to book all this stuff. It's not helpful if you don't know already all the things you need to plan. If you know what you need to plan, then this could be supplemented with a different, like, just pages for other things, but it really does not have even like a quarter of this like stuff you need. So keep that in mind. It's good for keeping a guest list though, because there's tons of guest list pages. Like that's pretty much it. If you need a guest list, there it is. And if you want to write your budget down on paper, then cool. Then this is probably for you. So, you know, great, fantastic. But yeah, not super useful for the whole entire wedding planning. Anyway, super cute though. can't wait to have it in my purse all the time, so when people ask about my wedding, I could bring it out and be like, yeah, let's talk about it. And let me know if you have any specific questions about either the planner or the inserts. I did not check out the other inserts, and I don't know if I will or not, but let me know. Yeah, okay.